Hi everyone, welcome to the video. Today I'm excited to show you 3 techniques I like to use to lighten my hair. This video is brought to you in partnership with Salon Centric, your ultimate destination for professional education and products. I'll be demonstrating my go-to touch-up routine for when I want to lighten my hair, but I don't want to add a ton of lightener or use a ton of foils in my process. Oftentimes we think that adding a lot of lightener and a lot of foils is how we get that impactful brightness. And I actually believe it's way more about the placement. How they're stacked, how much hair is in between each foil will determine how much contrast and dimension that you are left with in the hair. So I'm going to be showing you my 3 favorite techniques to combine together to get an impactful, bright result with the most minimal amount of foils. So here's my hair before. As you can see, a little brassy and definitely in need of some highlights kind of at the roots to break it up. And for the lightener, I'm going to be using a L'Oreal Studio lightener with bonder, and I'm going to be mixing that with a 40 volume developer. Now, if this lightener didn't contain a bonder inside, I probably wouldn't go up as high with the developer, but because this is a very delicate bleach on the hair, I can go in with 40. And for the application, I'm going to be using my favorite from our foils. And today I'm primarily focusing on my root and crown area. First, I part my hair down the center and take my initial section. For this section, I'll be doing a baby light, a finely woven section of hair for a delicate brightening effect, especially around any parts or any hairline. I love this technique for any area where I want to break up the base. I want to add some brightness, but I don't necessarily want the eye to see a specific highlight. The key here is mixing this baby light technique with the next application method I'm about to show you, and that is the slice technique. This is probably one of the most underutilized application methods. In salons, this is typically used when you want to go like blonde or like platinum-y all over, and you just apply back-to-back sliced foils. But the beauty in this is you can add a ton of impactful lightness with very few foils when you mix these in with other techniques as I'm showing you here. So alternating these 2 techniques is essential to create that really kind of soft blend where you can see that the hair is brighter, but you can't really like pinpoint or pick up a specific highlight. And typically when I mix these 2 techniques at the crown area, I like to finish the bottom half of the hair with a teasing method. The teasing method could also be implemented in between those other foils that I added to the crown section of the head, but I especially love this teasing technique for the underneath areas. Sometimes if your hair starts to look kind of sparse or kind of too piecey at the ends, it often has to do with the color breaking it up. So I think having more of a solid color at the ends can really give that illusion of thicker, fuller hair, especially at the ends, which is what most clients want anyway. And so this teasing technique is all about lightening the ends without having a crazy line of demarcation. And so for this technique, it's best to take a section that isn't too thick and then tease the hair a few times towards the scalp. The more you tease, the softer the line of demarcation will be. However, be mindful that excessive teasing will leave less hair to lighten, meaning less brightness. complete the lightening routine, I like to go in Redken Shades EQ for both the root smudge and the all over toner. For the root smudge, I mix a 1/2 ounce of O8N and a 1/2 ounce of processing solution. And I apply this for me to the roots where I want to soften the regrowth line, as well as any areas that I feel are a little bit orangey or maybe didn't lift as well. And then I can go ahead and move on to the all over toner. For this, I used a 1/2 ounce of 9M, 1/2 ounce of 9VG, and just a splash of 10GI, combined with 1 1/4 ounces of processing solution. I make sure to process this for 15 to 20 minutes, and then I can shampoo and style as usual. And here are my final results. My hair feels so silky and soft. I'm impressed if a lightener doesn't leave my hair like fatigued, dry, or stressed. If anything, I almost feel like my hair feels more silky than it was before, which obviously sounds impossible, but as you can see here, my hair's looking shiny and vibrant. And yeah, it's a super, super easy way to kind of touch up your color, again, with very minimal lightening to the hair. Thank you again, SalonCentric, for sponsoring this video, and stay tuned for more professional tutorials to come. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.